Because I'm an idiot. That's the answer we're looking for. Alright everybody, welcome back to another Friday Night Magic tournament from Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. My name as always is Zachary Evans, currently by myself here in the broom closet, surely to be joined at some point by whoever finishes first. Let's get right into our round one feature match. On the left, Zach Viglianco, our resident master brewmaster, with yet another fringe, peculiar, and possibly unplayable deck. This one's actually a little bit more mainstream. He's playing a Nivix Cyclops combo deck, which is not uncommon by any means, but he has a couple of Viglianco tech pieces in it, which we will unveil as we get to it. JB, on the other hand, our beloved shop manager, has played in this tournament to make it even, and he is playing a Shadowborn Apostle combo deck. What is he comboing into? I don't really know. Probably Gristlebrand or a Shadowborn Demon. I asked him if he has tested this deck prior to the event. He said no. Why would he bother doing that? So it should be pretty fun. We'll see which one of these two decks combos out. You're guaranteed for one exciting win in round one regardless. So thanks to the 11 of you that are watching currently, as we are competing with the Star City Invitational Friday night coverage. And we're off to the races. Zach getting a hearty laugh after reading JB's one drop, which of course is Shadowborn Apostle. If he sacks 6 of them, he can tutor through his deck and put a demon into play. Of course, Zach's deck at its core centers around Nivix Cyclops, which it has a We Dragonauts or Kiln Fiend type ability, and can possibly win the game as early as turn 4 off a combination of Artful Dodge and Boros Charm. Looks like JB is stuck on one land. This one might not be as interactive as possible. Of course, even at the best case scenario, these two decks are likely not interactive. So JB finds a second land and finds yet another Shadowborn Apostle. So there's a certain amount of inevitability in this, but it just depends on whether or not Zach can kill him before JB finds himself a Gristlebrand or equivalent. So we see Nivix Cyclops on curve off of an untapped Hallowed Fountain. And JB is going to go ahead and cast a Zathered Necromancer, which I believe should combo with the Apostles, as they are humans. The Necromancer making an appearance in the top won the championship deck from last week's Star City Games Standard Open as AJ Soccer piloted black-white humans to that tournament victory. Does a lot of work, generates a lot of potential card advantage, especially given the fact that the Apostles have their own built-in sack outlet. So another Nivix Cyclops added to the board, signaling that Zach does not have a way to push through his damage. This deck does play Artful Dodge, which is its major way of forcing through damage, as chumping is very much something it has to play around. Also plays Feeling of Dread, which has a similar concepts. Artful Dodge targeting one of the Cyclops, pumping both of them. You should be able to flash that back and target the other Cyclops, which will make them 7 4s. That's exactly what he's doing. So he has 14 power of unblockable attackers. So he just needs 6 more damage, so any one instant or sorcery spell will do it here. So he's going to use the armed half of Armed and Dangerous, give one of them double strike, but it doesn't matter because it pumps both of them by 3, and that's exactly the amount of damage he needs. So Zach with a turn 5 win against a deck that was probably going to kill him, or at least do his fair amount of damage next turn. So there, 5 turns of magic and 1 game win. Should be relatively exciting. tonight. I apologize, guys. It is just me in here, so the banter is going to be at a minimum as I talk to myself while sitting in a closet. It has been a rough week. I spent 4 days in Houston and just got back, so I'm exhausted. But not so exhausted that I'm not in here talking to you guys about these imaginary wizard fights. I want to take this opportunity to thank, as we do every week, the fine folks here at Lost Legion Games and Comics, who let us stream their FNM each and every week, going on 11 months of coverage. So Lost Legion has 4 locations in the greater West Virginia area in Beckley, Charleston, South Charleston, Parkersburg, and Princeton. So I'm now joined by Yin Sang. Yin, is it another couldn't get here in time to play? Or do you even want to play?
I didn't. I got here at 6:30 and I opted for food instead of signing up.
Well, ironically, 6 people got here at 6:30 and opted for not signing up for the tournament, so JB had to start it again. Well, that's not true. He just kept the pairings that were already up and then paired the other 6 against each other.
Yeah, Jonathan was telling me about that.
Yes, because they're a bunch of turds. How hard is it to sign up for the tournament? So we end up with 33 players after that.
Oh, it's
just too short.
Number,
just too short. I did post on our Facebook page this week that if we got 35 or more players tonight, I was going to give away a Stomping Ground from our stream prize support. 33 is... Well, I'm a professional engineer again, so I can tell you 33 is less than 35, so that one stays in the prize vault for next time.
Well, I'm glad I didn't screw that up, because even if I did sign up, it'd still be
the ultimate rub-in of just 34.
Yes.
No problem. Well, I was going through my usual bit here of thanking the folks at Lost Legion for letting us stream their FNM and reminding everyone that if they are ever in the greater West Virginia area, to make sure you swing by and support the store that supports the stream.
Greater West Virginia area.
I guess Appalachia, I don't know. Here's the deal. This is what I think about a lot of times. I guarantee you that there are not an inconsequential number of people who watch the stream who drive from the Midwest to the beach in the summer. And a fair number of them literally have to drive right past this.
Yeah.
They won't think about it. But if you're coming from, Columbus or Kentucky or anything, well, maybe Kentucky might go south, but, if you're definitely coming from, Ohio or Indiana, you will drive past this store.
Or, St. Louis, pretty much, as well. Anywhere in that area.
Yup. Oh, I have the other camera I forgot about.
You have multiple cameras.
I know, it's low tech. What have you been up to? Just working for the man?
Nivix Blitz.
Yeah, he's playing Nivix Cyclops.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
It's pretty fun. I was playing him earlier, some for funsies games, with Garrett's Young Pyromancer, Burnt the Stake deck. And I thought they were on the camera because I had already started the stream, but I had not. I had started the software, but I had not started the actual broadcast.
Oh no.
Oh, it doesn't matter, but
right.
So there's a lot of non-interactive decks in the field tonight. There's a couple copies of Hexproof because why would you want to play Magic when you can just cast a Witch Stalker?
Well, this is the week where everyone just plays some totally random shit because of the new set.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about what Zach was playing, but have you noticed what JB is playing? As on turn 2, he has 3 copies of Shadowborn Apostle on his board.
Well, I saw the Shadowborn combo on the thing, and I didn't, obviously didn't know how he was going to do it, but...
As Zach just goes to the dome here with the Boros Charm. Zach got there in the game prior to you stepping in with double Cyclops, Artful Dodge, Flashback, then it doesn't matter at that point after that.
No,
something
really
that was good enough. There's a man, Kyle George, in the chat. It's only the dedicated few tonight because it is the Star City Game Invitational weekend, and that coverage starts on Fridays, so... We're competing against the big boys this week, which is why a solid 17 are watching. That goes up after they sign off, but... So Zach doesn't have the combo win this turn, but he does have a Guttersnipe to add to the board, which is basically plan B.
Apparently he also casted Boros Charm without red source turn 2, but that's okay.
Oh, did he?
Well, with people on the chat talking about it, and I do remember his first 2 lands seemed to be the island.
That's something we can back up. That's an easy one.
Okay.
Hey, going back to field. I know, Davey Drew. He chose to draw. legal professional. No, I play.
Alright, so that's a good catch. Also, it's JB and Zach, so they don't mind.
Yeah.
They would back up to turn 1 and start again if you wanted to. I'm very excited about these 5 apostles over here. So he needs 1 more, and then he can go get a Gristlebrand or a Shadowborn demon. He's going to make 12 power of zombies, right? Because the Zathra Necromancer, when it dies, you get a 2/2 zombie, right?
I actually didn't know what the Necromancer did. Like, I know it's a thing, and I know it's a...
Yeah, it won the Star City Open.
But
Zach carefully reading Clifftop Retreat to see if it has the mana he needs.
It has 1 blue man, 1 white man,
you can hear Zach.
So 6 total off of Boros Charm.
It's a better Boros Charm now than it was before, too.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, it's fine.
I really want JB to do something here, but I'm afraid Zach's going to kill him.
I'm kind of afraid JB's not
Oh,
going to
no, he passed Maxx, so he needs a 6th apostle.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Lining up his mana like that usually indicates that he does not have it. No, he passes back.
Aww. That's like the one problem that I see with Shadowborn decks is that you'll get stuck on like 4 or 5.
Yeah, you get 5 a lot.
Yeah. Because you just run out of steam at that point. You just have
There's no way Zach doesn't win this turn, right? He has a Guttersnipe.
Well, Zach definitely could win. It's just a matter of...
What is that card? It taps a creature. So casting something that taps that Shadowborn Apostle, he's going to draw a card off of it. Triggering Guttersnipe, triggering Nivix Cyclops. So he's got a 3/4, or he's got a 4/4. Yep.
I figure he's going to win.
That's 7 power now.
Going through the motions.
And then he's going to give it double strike, which is going to be enough.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo!
I don't know. In other circumstances, I would have been plenty happy to watch Zach combo off with that deck. But
I wanted this to go game 3, just because I missed the first game.
In reality, I would have much rather have seen JB get one.
Yay.
You got them all. I thought we had those from...
Yeah, no, I'm just putting them in my deck.
Your agenda?
Yeah.
You run all of them?
Yeah, why not?
We're talking, of course, about Scavenging Ooze. I'm going to go outside and
it's basically a Tarmogoyf standard.
Alright, if you say so.
Well, it means no one's going to run Reanimator against me.
You tap out a lot.
What?
You tap out a lot.
Yeah.
Might try and restart it between rounds. I don't know, Zach probably broke it with his misplay.
He's cheap.
That's like
The stream
malicious cheating.
The stream caught it, and it was at a point where it's easy enough to back up. Alright, so Troy's deck is Bant Hexproof. You know what this deck does. It only got better with the printing of Witchstalker.
Yeah, that has Hexproof.
And Aaron is playing a new Boros deck with a token something theme using a Young Pyromancer. And more importantly, Ogre Battledriver, which is going to...
That seems a really good combo.
Yeah, it's like a turn probably slower than Troy's deck, but on turn 5 you can effectively kill. You know, the Lingering Souls, Flashback Lingering Souls, that's 12 damage by itself, right?
That's living the dream, I think.
Oh, and there's Geist of St. Chat. I was afraid that maybe we wouldn't see Geist of St. Chat for like 4 to 5 minutes, and I was going to get really upset. So Aaron's going to go ahead and gather the townsfolk, which in this case makes 3 tokens. But none of them fly, and I'm sure Troy is going to just slam a Spectral Flight on this Geist and win in 2 turns.
That would be very sad for the stream.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to offend the 26 people watching.
Would also be kind of sad for us.
Yeah. Aaron's deck looks fun. I would like to see it go to a game 3.
Yeah.
Ogre Battledriver does not affect itself, right? It's other creatures when they enter the battlefield, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have haste.
Right, I've never seen people attack with it before when it comes out, so... I never actually read the card, but since no one's attacked with it, I can assume that.
Well, then maybe, Yen, you should RTFC.
They're templating. They've said they've changed lords to give the static effect to other.
Yeah.
And if they want to have it, they just print the haste or whatever on it.
Yeah, I guess that the which is better. I think it's more conducive to newer players, but I guess my problem was I didn't realize that Ogre Battledriver fit into the Lord category. I guess it effect kind of does, but that makes sense. Oh, just a Rancor. It's effectively flying. But wouldn't you just like gang block it here?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
always just gang block.
So he's going to take 2 from Trample and 4 from the Angel. So it drops to 14. There's a lot of like non-interactive, like very fast decks in this field tonight.
Not conducive to streaming.
No, I could care less. Searing Spear, Fencing Ace, bro. Make another token, get in there for 4.
Well, looks like Aaron might win this one.
I have like no energy. I was a business trip this week.
Where we at?
Houston. Ironically, one of the few times in life when I could go to Houston and it was hotter in Charleston when I left.
Yeah.
Because it's like unseasonably cool down there, which means like 85, and up here it's like unseasonably warm, which is like 95.
Aren't you contractually obligated to say, but it's a dry heat down there?
It's not a dry heat though, because it's like right on the ocean.
Well.
It's very humid. So Aaron's going to pound in with everything. He's going to Boros Charm to save his dudes, probably. Yeah, but now he's going to block 1. He's blocking the Pyromancer, so 3 damage is going to get through. He's going to, more importantly, he's going to be able to gain a blocker. Although the Worm has Trample, we know he has a Rancor, so he's going to eat at least 6 here. The question is, can Troy come up with 8 more damage from the cards in his hand, or if he lands an Unflinching Courage, which changes the race math considerably.
I don't think it's possible to do anymore. Just with the lands that he has.
Rancor, Spectral Flight, or Spectral Flight 2?
Spectral Flight costs 2, so...
Okay, never mind.
Fine, Yen.
Yeah.
Way to rain on my parade.
Wait, you're saying that there's costs on Magic cards and sometimes they have colors? And
I'm trying to give this game a severe amount of gravity that all 33 of our viewers will sit on the edge of their seats awaiting the result.
He could he could play it's not gonna work.
He could play Berserk.
Yes.
Now technically he will get disqualified, but he could do it. It might be worth the showmanship.
Brett Rose is often considered sleeving up Infect just for the lulls.
Go 05, but 05 on the sheet, 5-0 on our hearts.
Yes.
So Aaron draws a Guttersnipe.
He should just keep pounding away.
Yeah, I don't know what this other cards are in his hand, but he can attack. He could attack in here and get 1, 2, 3, 4 damage through dropping. Dropping what's his face? Troy too.
3 damage.
3. Another advent token. Is this good enough now? Because he's got 3, so there's 10 damage, it'd be 12. He's got 3 blocks, so that's 9. Now he only needs to come up with 5. 30 minutes remaining in the round. Good grief, we can get like 19 matches on this stream.
Well, they're all gonna be ended.
No, Jonathan Wright's out there, so it'll go to us. Because he's still trying to recur Blade Splicers with Sun Titans. Again, it's funny because we'll cube draft and he'll get mad if he doesn't get the Sun Titan, and he says it in a way that's like you would think is joking, but I'm pretty sure he's really upset.
You see the new art for Sun Titan that's going to be in the dual deck.
Yeah, I don't care for it, but it's cool.
It is kind of ironic.
It looks more like a dude.
Exactly.
Which I don't like.
He's supposed to be a giant, not like a giant soldier. He looks like he's the David, not the Goliath.
He looks like he should be in Lorwyn block. As some kind of Cloud Goat Ranger. Oh my. Good grief. Did you see what just happened?
Yeah.
Feeling
stuff and things. Strangleroo with Rancor and Feeling and Dread to tap into the
Are the highlights pretty good when someone does something amazing to win in a turn you don't expect it, while we're talking about the art on a card from a duel deck that's coming out in a couple of months?
Yes.
That's the nut. That's the nut high. All right, let's go back to let's go fishing again. See if we can come up with another
completely unexpected.
Turn 5 is 5 lands in a Thragtusk. I imagine you're going to tell me something different, but I'm pretty sure that's the best play on turn 5.
Rush of Blood.
Rush of 4, you have to force 80.
Yes.
Rush of Blood makes him a 10/10 flyer. You swing in, and then post-combat fling in for victory.
Yeah, fling for victory.
That
should be the name of your autobiography.
Or you give him double strike, and he's a 10/10 that wins the game. So he wins the turn after he comes down frequently.
Well, meanwhile, Max Turner is subscribing to Yen's theory of how to win at Magic, which is turn 2 Farseek. Someone I follow on Twitter today said, for any of you testing for the Invitational, step 1, turn 2 Farseek. Step 2, question marks, turn 3 Prophet. The classic South Park meme.
Yes.
I say it all the time, probably to the point where people are tired of hearing me say it, but decks like this, these mid-range decks that play 4 Farseeks, the percentage of games they win with a turn 2 Farseek has to be close to 70%, I would imagine.
That makes sense. Unless it's stupid.
I mean, you're going to lose some, even if you have great draws, but...
There we go. Turn 4.
Turn 4 Thragtusk. Let's go ahead and...
bring up the old Thragtusk
counter. Get the Thragtusk count going.
What are people gonna do in, like, 3 months now when you can't do that anymore?
Probably enjoy Magic.
I will play Jund without Thragtusk. That's what I will be doing.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I may have deleted it accidentally. Dang it. One.
Wait, usually porn/scam? What?
Message deleted.
Alright, way to go, MTG Bot.
MTG Bot, dropping the band hammer even when...
off camera, for those of you watching after the fact, we have a quick auto-banning in the chat by someone who apparently posted a porn link. Alright, what's going on here? Nick resolving a Farseek, Max pounding in with Thragtusk. What did he do with his mana? Oh, bonfire? Oh, he bonfired off the top. I should really pay more attention. But to be fair, I don't care as much as maybe I should right now because I'm tired. And
does not bode well for round 1.
This is like the third game of round 1, the third match of round 1.
Max? I'm so confused.
He bonfired, I think.
Well, if he bonfired and attacked with Thragtusk, shouldn't Nick have been below 15?
I don't know.
Well, no, that's a good question.
They're big boys. I'm sure they can keep track of.
Yeah.
That's what you probably said.
I actually did not see the bonfire at all because I was...
It was getting a fill-in from Dan Bopes in the chat, who, ironically, or not ironically, interesting note, Dan Bopes is the man behind the MTG Bot. Saying that that was a League of Legends spammer.
He drew 5 off Guru.
Oh, he drew 5 off Guru. Get this far. Yeah, okay, cool.
Man, people come to watch Magic, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Big props to Murney121 for caring more than we do. It's not that I don't care. I'm just...
He just cares more than we do.
Yes, which is not hard. 1% is still caring. I'm just at the point right now where I want to have more fun than I do want to watch high-quality Magic. So Angel Serenity comes down and ruins yet another game of Magic.
Basically loses it.
Well, he's got Wolf Run. He can race here.
Does he have Wolf Run now? I literally can't see from back here.
I
guess his second land was the Wolf Run.
Yes. Yes, which usually indicates that your land draw is not the greatest.
Yeah.
Isn't that the ultimate tell? Olivia? Olivia Valderon. Get in there. Attacking with Thragtusk. What's he represent? Oh, because he can ping and kill.
Yeah. But now...
I'm almost okay with that.
I would do that because, I mean, he can just ping and steal next turn.
Yeah, unless he's got some plan to kill Olivia. Which I guess his answers could be, or a Selesnya Charm. Does his deck play Selesnya Charm?
Or he could play his own Progenitor Mimic, which is the whole point of his deck, right, on his Angel Serenity.
You make an interesting point. Although, interestingly enough, Progenitor Mimic will not kill Olivia Voldaren now, as they have changed the rules of Legends.
But it would,
the question I have is, have they changed the rules on Legends of the Hidden Temple?
No, the Shrine of the Silver Monkey remains the most difficult part of that show.
Because people are idiots. Like, it clearly has a front, and it clearly has a back. So when you put the feet facing forward, and then the very predominant stomach facing back.
That was a very hard game. There's a great post somewhere on the internet about how hard that game was and how unfair it was to children.
I'm going to tell you a story now as we see Acidic Slime take out the Wolf Run.
Blue Barracudas all the way, Jorga 51.
Let's have a contest now to see if we can name all 6 of them. I will name as many as I can, and you can fill in.
Okay.
Blue Barracudas, Silver Snakes, Orange Iguanas.
There you go.
Purple Parrots.
Yes.
Blue Barracudas, I've already said them.
Yes.
Red Raccoons.
There's a monkey, but I don't remember what color they are.
Green Monkeys?
Yes, green monkeys.
Yeah, there's one of them is just like, there's no alliteration, it's just like
green monkeys. Pretty sure.
Fuchsia Hippos. Did we miss all of them? SC Prophet in the chat wondering why he got auto-banned. You didn't, I don't think. Because if you did, I wouldn't be able to read this right now.
Did we say Silver Snake?
Yeah, Silver Snake.
We got green monkeys, though.
Yeah, we listed all of those. The ones we didn't. The one we didn't get has not been listed by Kyle. Red Jaguars.
Red Jaguars. Red Raccoons was not that far away.
We should have known they're the most dangerous kind of jaguar. Of course, Red Jaguars. Speaking of Red Raccoons...
Covered in blood.
Speaking of Red Raccoons, have you seen the viral video of the guy whose dog is being attacked by a raccoon, and he goes outside and picks it up and throws it down the stairs?
No.
Okay, well, we're going to need to find this shortly. Like, there's like a closed-circuit TV cam, security cam outside. His dog, like a poodle mix, is outside. It's being attacked by a raccoon, like legitimately.
Yes.
The guy runs out there, and he said in an interview afterwards, like, he didn't want to kick because he's afraid he was going to kick his own dog. So he just reached down, grabbed the raccoon, and threw it down like 2 flights of stairs.
So he wins the internet, right?
and then it changes angles because there's 2 angles, so they splice it together. The other camera just the raccoon just starts spinning end over end like some kind of football. And even PETA came out and saying, like, it's like you can't fault someone for trying to protect their dog. I feel bad for the raccoon, because the raccoon doesn't know what's going on. He's just like, I just ended up here, and now I'm in a life and death battle with the Speakaboo. I'll try to post that in the recap post. It is quite the good...
So, obviously, the raccoon won by disqualification. Outside interference? Pro wrestling reference? No. Come on now. So we have a question. Why is Maxx not pinging, taking the angel, and then killing him?
Man, I don't even know what's going on in this game.
I'm just saying that was magic related from the chat.
Yeah, let's start paying attention again.
Oh wait, he may have done that actually now.
Did he cast another Thragtusk yet? Oh, he won. Man, that may be the least professional. Well, I say professional as if like there's anything professional about this, but that may be the least appropriate level of interest I've shown in a game of Magic, a well-contested game of Magic. It's not like it was like 2 do-nothing decks or whatever, but I blew it big time. But I mean, like, here's the deal.
Listen, this is actually just the first in a new feature. The Zaxxel's Magic. Turn down the volume and provide your own commentary. We should have a contest where people do Magic commentary on this. Send it to you, and you can upload it onto YouTube instead.
I'm very interested in doing that. Not. It was a joke because I wasn't. All right.
Is that how this sarcasm thing works?
Yes, that is how it is. What? Yin, why's your name not popping up? Why got your name popping up? No, man. Oh, because that's in the Twitter, not in the your name.
Well.
Boom, nailed it. Yeah, so, but here's the thing. When we start talking about, there's 15 minutes left in the round. I've already had 3 matches. I'm not going to get another one. But Legends in the Hidden Temple occupies a space in my brain, which I like, if I latch onto it, I have to talk about it.
That's awesome.
It was the perfect game show, except I know for a fact we've had this exact discussion, the only change is someone else was here in the seat. But what I hated about that show was that the kids would make it to the finals. They'd run through the Hidden Temple, and at stake is like a trip to space camp or some kind of dude ranch. I mean, it's a legit prize for a kid. And they're like, ready, set, go, and they have like no sense of urgency. They're just like wander, oh, I can't, how do I get up? And they just keep, the thing that drives me nuts is like there's a door, it's clearly locked, it's not meant to open, and they just keep hitting it. Oh, I don't know what to, I try again maybe, maybe if I try this time. Pisses me off. But I want to tell you another story before I talk about actual magic things.
I'm telling you how hard that was, though. Like I said, you'll find on the internet. There is a diagram. There were situations where it was literally impossible for people to make it through the thing.
Because doors were shut and they couldn't physically complete all the tasks.
Do it. Yeah,
it's fine.
Still a great show.
I don't care. Yes. But I have a fun story about that too. One time, a friend of mine, before I bought my house, I was living with a friend of mine from college, and we went to visit another couple that we went to college with at their home in Columbus, Ohio. We got there on Friday, and prior to going out for the night, going to dinner or whatever we were doing, we decided to watch a copious amount of Nick Gas, which is the cable network for Nick Games and Sports.
Yes.
So we finished watching Guts. Do you have it, Guts? I'm a grown-ass man, and this is what I choose. That's what I choose to do on my Friday nights. It's not even. It's we're set below watching imaginary wizard fights because I'm just in here singing the theme song to an obscure sports.
Do not insult Global Guts like that.
I didn't say Global Guts. I said Guts. Hosted by Mike O'Malley. All right, Maura, what's the time? Thanks, Mike. In this game, contestants will have to get in the lifeboat and. But we watched back-to-back episodes of Legends of the Hidden Temple, and at each time I told my buddy, I said, "Hey, I'm feeling lucky. I bet you a Crave case of White Castle sliders, which is the big 20-pack or whatever, that they're going to win." And he said, "No way." And then boom, the finalists won. They won the trip to space camp, whatever. And I said, he looked at me and goes, "Double or nothing? No problem, let's do it." They won again. 40 White Castles still have not been paid that day. So Mount Rafa, I'm telling you, you owe me 40 White Castle sliders.
Wait, hold on. That was clearly a verbal contract consideration. No, actually, you can't do but pretend like it was. There's got to be some interest here. Prejudgment interest. How many White Castles? How long ago was this?
It's 8 years.
7 years.
How many interest? What's the interest rate on White Castle sliders? They actually depreciate, right? Because he's doing every day that goes by that I haven't consumed them, he's doing me a favor. So like technically, at this point, we're down to like 23 sliders after 8 years of depreciation on that. So that's interesting. Now let's talk about Magic. So there's not a lot of people watching, obviously. We got up to like 50-some. We are competing with the Star City Invitational. That should be over about 9:30, and hopefully we can get back to our regular numbers. Thanks to those of you who are watching, the dedicated few. But if you're in the local area, both here in the Charleston area and then just generally in the Midwest, we have some big events coming up. This coming weekend, a week from tomorrow, here at the store, Customer Appreciation Day. So there's going to be drafts going on all day. There's going to be side event winner boxes going on all day. But more importantly, main event, no entry fee. Standard tournament winner gets a box of Modern Masters. That is not inconsequential by any means. They're still selling for about $225 on eBay, give or take. So somebody can walk away here with the $200 for absolutely no entry fee. So if you've ever been to the store before, or you're looking for an excuse to come to the store, remember these are the guys that if it wasn't for this store, we would not have this. So definitely want to support them, and this is a very generous thing that they're doing.
I'm sure we get to meet some stream regulars. You get to meet the one and only JB Roberts.
You do. You can. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and say after the tournament, mandatory 15-minute discussion of Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh yes.
If you want to sign up for that, there'll be a sign-up sheet ahead of time.
There's gonna be a panel, right?
Yeah, there's a panel. It's gonna be me and you and Olmec if we can get him. I'll check with his agency his availability. So that's coming up on the 3rd.
He's promising a special talk about Leif Erikson.
Eric the Red. Yeah, so we'll go here and get another pairings. But, so that's August 3rd. August 10th, PTQ Theros, so for the Pro Tour in Dublin. That's going on in Columbus. It's hosted by Comic Town. They run great events. It's going to be at the Convention Center there. More information is on their Facebook page, also on our Facebook page at facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. There's an invite there. I'm actually going to be at that event working at the booth for our sponsored AffinityForCards.com. So Comic Town runs great PTQs, standard format, $25 entry fee, tons of prizes for that. So look into that, and hopefully you can make it out if you're in the area. And then finally, August 17th, right here at the store, Star City Games Invitational Qualifier, standard tournament. Somebody's going home with $250 and an invitation to the Star City Invitational, which we're now seeing over on the other channel. Very lucrative tournament. So 3 ways that you can support the store directly or indirectly. So go to our Facebook page for more information. Now let's go, and you're playing at table 19.
Sweet. Against whom?
There's no table 19.
We got it.
Damn.
Table 2.
Oh.
How long has it been since you've been at table 2?
A long time. I don't know if I've ever played a table 2.
You only play table 2 in a 4-person tournament.